I'm gonna do some rank.
It's so important to find
Steve
players you
McNair.
can really commit to in these first few
Hmm.
rounds. You'd hate to have to readdress these
They
same
had Steve
positions
McNair.
later on.
I'll take him.
Oh, I tell you, you're not going to get too far in this competition without a superstar or two. And this guy right here certainly fits that billing. And that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely. One thing's for sure in this round, you're going to walk away with a great player no matter which way you go. So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there. Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to them or go after someone who could help you up front? I'll tell you right now, you won't go wrong adding any of these guys to your team. Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. Yeah, I think with that pick, you're just looking to build up your core. Get some guys in here that can help round out the roster. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves which side of the ball needs more attention. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available.
Oh, what's up, Fluffy? Someone commented. Come on, meow. It really takes that long to find an opponent. No one play Madden anymore? I could tell why. Pretty much. That last game I just played, my guy got... I'll play Rocket League Fluffy after this game if you want. We played doubles rank. I was talking to Fluffy Maniac. He said he was playing Rocket League.
All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled.
Anyways, that last game I was just playing,
draft champions contest.
my defensive guy teleported. That Prescott fumbled a passing throw, like where he thrown the ball 3 times.
In what should be an excellent game.
2 of them picked up for touchdowns.
It's time for kick.
Receivers are stopping on their route. Like, I had Des Bryant running on a post, like a deep post. And all of a sudden he just curled in the middle of the field right when I threw it, so I threw a pick.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
All that happened in one game.
Stop just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Mario looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That could be a downside of putting together a team in draft champions week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go.
On second down, McNair. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And fourth down coming up.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline.
I really hate the new kicking thing for punting. I hate the punting arc. You don't know where the ball's going to go out of bounds.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be good for a Denver first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line.
Really?
That defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility. Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing is Mariota. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop usually happen, it takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. He tried to break that plane, but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. So they held him out on 2nd down.
How were they out of a 10?
Here's 3rd and goal.
Out of 1 through 10, what would you rank them?
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So they held him out on
I'm just saying, like,
down, and now here's
for
3rd and goal.
what it is.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down.
So you're trying those mini tacos?
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an
The ones that you put in like the oven or toast oven?
And try and score a big-time touchdown.
Those are actually really good.
Paid the big bucks.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. 4th down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score.
Oh, fuck.
Touchdown, Denver.
Oh.
Marcus Mariota punching it in from a yard away.
This game is
And the
just
Broncos
animations
are in
are
for
fucking
6. And that was just an
retarded.
old-fashioned scramble play, 4th and goal.
I stopped this guy.
And
He
will
runs
lead
the
his
ball
team
3
into the end
times
zone.
whenever on the goal line. And I stop him all 3 times, right?
So
So then he goes 5 wide on the 2-yard line. Rolls out with Mariota. There's one receiver there with 4 guys, 4 defenders just covering him. And Mariota just walks into the end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think think he read that. As soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, he knew where the pressure was going to come from and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got his man Hilton. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
It has to be like 10 times better in this game. At least for me even to get up.
And he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there. And now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Here we go.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's brought down. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Dallas first down. On 1st and 10, McNair. And this complete to Henry over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads touchdown, Cowboys. Hunter Henry.
What?
36 yards. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
What are they called?
Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Now to return, this is David Johnson. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball
What's
away.
your rank now on
formula,
PC?
and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And Robinson with a big catch. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I heard so much about the offense Marcus Mariota ran while he was at Oregon, about how people were just wide open, how he couldn't fail to hit them. But I always said the same thing. He sure as heck didn't miss them very often. Very accurate even on short throws.
Yeah, he can go short, he can go deep, obviously, but he's really good with that short passing game.
Dart thrower, very accurate. Receivers love it.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. This is caught by Robinson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Throwing is Mariota, the new acquisition.
Martellus
Bennett, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
You gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. Martellus Bennett, the
time they call an in route, are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now Mariota. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, McNair. Buying time to his left. And Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. And he finds Stills complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, it's McNair. And Stills over the middle. So we got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. From the gun, here's McNair. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 37. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. 1 receiver left is Hilton. Now McNair, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's McNair. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Evans. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Blue on the toss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Cowboys are going to get a 1st down.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll need to get the play off quickly. This is the running back, Blue. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now McNair. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And we're back now here in Cleveland.
In the neighborhood. Call.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now McNair. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alfred Blue from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Mariota into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
That's all, folks. I guess I won that game.